Hello, hi guys, hi there. How are all of you? I hope you all are fine. Well, my name is Yusuf and I'm back on Yusuf Reacts. Well, guys, today I'm back with again a very interesting thing for you people. And when I say about this thing that I'm back with a very interesting thing, it means this thing after today again I have got a very interesting sort of either play, poem, or a novel that is there from English literature, which is there for you people. And this is something that obviously becomes a source of inspiration for most of the Hollywood production movies that are out there, produced movies that are there. Eventually, today we are going to be talking about something that had a huge impact when it popped up. And today we are going to be talking about none other than Paradise Lost. The title in itself is extremely epic. The characters, they are also something that have a huge impact. The writer, well, I'll be talking about it in a bit, but first I want all of you to subscribe to the channel, do like it, do comment on it, and do share my videos as much as you guys can because the more you're going to be sharing it, the better response, the better things are going to be encouraging me up so that I can go forward and eventually we can, move up and eventually I can make certain changes or things that I can. Anyhow, guys, enough of me, talking up on these particular things. I guess let's go on. What is the thing that you guys are going to be talking about? Today, we're going to be talking about John Milton, and John Milton's Paradise Lost is something that we are going to be discussing for today. When we talk about John Milton's Paradise Lost, there are a lot of things that come into our mind. The first thing that comes into our mind is this that obviously every one of us knows the story of Adam, Eve, and Satan, how this triangle thing eventually popped up, eventually making God angry, and eventually ending up humans on this particular planet known as Earth. But the thing that is there is this that he takes, or in other words, if I talk about John Milton, he takes this thing to another level. And when I talk about this thing that takes this thing to another level, it means this thing that John Milton has actually modified the characters to such an extent that they have made it look even more realistic, cool. Eventually, if I talk about it, when eventually Saturn gets thrown into him, the way he stands up and the way he follows his followers are the ones who are addressed by him. The character, the wings, the way he has, eventually used certain kind of language that personified how eventually his appearance was like, how eventually he had such a huge impact. That is something that shows up what this whole thing is all about. So Adam Eve at one particular point, Saturn being the one who eventually is ready for the task to challenge God and eventually go against his will. And that are the particular things that eventually make this thing so good, extremely interesting, and the impact that this thing is having is really phenomenal. If you guys have not gone for it, I prefer this thing up. You do check it out because this is something which is gonna be magnifying to such an extent that you guys are gonna be mesmerized with the way he has portrayed that particular thing up, how he raises up in the hell and how he addresses his followers. That is the particular thing that eventually shows us what it is. On the other hand, we see Adam and Eve after committing that particular crime, how eventful they are. Basically, this is what the human nature eventually is. Humans obviously are the ones who eventually do tend to do the things which are there, like they do commit certain flaws or things that happen. But the most important thing that is there is what? The most important thing that needs to be addressed over here is this thing up that how they eventually, repent, feel sorry for that, and then don't repeat that particular thing afterwards. And this is the whole thing that we have here. So, guys, if you guys are not confident, I prefer you guys to go for it because it is something that is gonna be really, really cool in these particular, points that have gone along as far as Paradise Lost is concerned. John Milton has, had a huge amount of impact when we talk about the legal system. So, guys, this is me, Yusuf, saying goodbye to you people. Again, I'd like to say to people if you're still not subscribed to the channel, kindly do it. Do share my videos. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Bye.